My next guest has been on this show many times before, but this is his first appearance as a stand-up comedian. Would you please welcome Larry Bud Melman?
Thank you very much. It's great to be back in New York City. I was born in New York City. I wanted to be near my mother. Thank you. My mother was very disappointed when I was born. She didn't want a boy. She wanted a divorce. Thank you. Which is understandable if you've met my father. My father is the idol of our family. He's been idling for the last 30 years. Thank you. He's the laziest man on earth. He won't even make instant coffee. Instead, he puts coffee grounds on his mustache and drinks hot water. Thank you. He hates to work, but he finally got a job. He sells sunglasses during solar eclipses. And to make matters worse, he missed the last eclipse because it occurred on his day off. Thank you. He never would have survived if it wasn't for my mother. My mother's the most frugal woman on earth. She never wastes anything. One time she found a brand new box of cough drops on the street. That night she made me sleep outside to catch a cold. Thank you. I did wake up with a cold. I woke up with the whooping cough. My mother immediately ran out and got me a job as a glass blower. Thank you. But I'm not working there anymore. Last month I had a fight with my boss, and I refused to return to work until he takes back what he said to me. He said, "You're fired." Thank you. But I'm not worried about money because my wife is very wealthy. A lot of people think I married her only because her aunt left her $500,000, but that's not true. I would have married her no matter who left her $500,000. Thank you. She said, "If I marry you, will you give me a ring?" I said, "Sure. What's your number?" Thank you. I remember the first time I met her father. He asked me how much money I made. I said, $200 a week. He said, "I'll give you an allowance of $150 a week to help you get started." I said, "I'm already figuring that in." Thank you. By the way, I didn't get my pants back in time for the wedding. So I'm currently suing my tailor for promise of breaches. Hey, you've been great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I understand your wife wasn't feeling too well.
That's true, Dave. She's running a very high fever, very high.
Uh-huh.
But there are some advantages.
Yeah.
Last week, when it got real cold, I wheeled her from room to room to heat up the apartment.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The doctor said we should move near the ocean for her health. But we can't afford that. So instead, I sit up every night fanning her with a herring.
Uh-huh. Now, so how is your career coming along?
Oh, unbelievable. Just fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Things are happening so fast for me now. It's like a dream.
Yeah.
Like I'm riding the crest of a big wave.
Yeah, that's good. Now, I know that you watch a lot of television. I bet commercials really get on your nerves, don't they?
Don't get me started on commercials.
Okay. Now, what about New York? New York and Los Angeles. Do you find a lot of differences between the two cities?
Oh, yes.
Now, you must fly a lot these days. What's the food like on those airplanes?
Terrible.
Terrible. Well, Larry, it's been great having you. Now, where are you going to be appearing at some of these comedy clubs shortly?
No, but maybe in a few months.
Okay, maybe in a few months. Well, it sure was a pleasure to have you on the show again. Larry Bud Melman. Is Larry leaving now? Okay, let me stay right there, Larry. Let's see what we're doing.